I don't own anything. I personally don't really love the way the direction of the country is going. Cost of living is through the roof.
What's going on, you guys? My name is Lev, and welcome to Living the Dream podcast. We talk about everything Mexico, real estate, lifestyle, nightlife, all of it. And today, I know you guys usually are expecting to see me and my business partner, Matt. However, we have graciously and amicably parted ways. We're still super close friends. We were actually just in Disney World together, but business is business, and we are now doing separate things. So regardless, Living the Dream podcast is still continuing, and we have a special guest today. Somebody who's made the trip from Canada, somebody who decided to take the drive from Canada, literally. And we're going to find out all about his journey here, moving to Mexico, why he did it, why he wanted to do it, what are some of the good things, bad things, and we're going to get into it. So without further ado, if you're in the market to get something here, real estate-wise, make sure you click on the link below, and we'd love to help you out. Without further ado, let's introduce our guest. Today we have Mitch Mackey.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Mitch, why don't you... welcome to Mexico. It's not your first time. You've been here before. So why don't you tell the audience a little bit about you and your journey here so far, and then we'll dive deeper into it.
Mitch Mackey. I'm a licensed realtor from Canada who has decided to move full-time to Tulum, Mexico to market and sell real estate. And Lev and I have been partnering over the last little while to help Canadians and Americans invest in paradise.
Yeah, that's right. Where in Canada are you from?
Calgary, Alberta. So that's where I drove from Calgary, Alberta to Tulum, Mexico, which sounds crazy for a lot of people.
Yeah, even for me.
It was very interesting for sure, but I'm glad I did it because it was a super cool experience. Got to see a ton of different landscape, not only through the U.S., but also down the coast of Mexico. Specifically, like Veracruz was very beautiful. Reminded me a lot of Costa Rica, actually.
Cool.
So pretty interesting. And a lot of people would probably be like, there's no way in heck I'm doing that drive. But it was enjoyable.
And you got a nice car, too. It's not like you were driving in some little, shitbox. You were driving a nice, BMW X3, and it's new and stuff.
There was times where I was definitely getting some looks along the drive.
I bet, yeah. Especially driving through the little towns that nobody really knows about.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's rewind a little bit. So you're from Calgary. You've been in real estate for how long now?
5 years now.
5 years.
Yeah.
And you decided to move to Tulum.
Yes.
Why? A lot of people want to move here. They don't know, if this is the right fit for them and this, that. But you took the plunge. I took the plunge 13 years ago. Why did you do it?
So, bit of a backstory with that. So, I've been coming to the Riviera Maya, like Playa del Carmen, Tulum, for probably the last 5-6 years. It started off as the essential, okay, I'm gonna come to Cancun, do the all-inclusive,
yeah.
And then it slowly graduated to going to Playa, doing Airbnbs or renting an apartment for a month, 2 months. And then as I was getting into real estate in Canada, I started kind of seeing opportunities down here.
Right.
And ultimately that was my goal, was to eventually move down here full time and do that. So
little voice started saying you should move down there.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's where I was like, you know what? And then started coming longer and longer every, staying for 3 months, 4 months. And then I started coming to Tulum because I seen that I liked where Tulum was going. I seen that, I was doing some videos and some marketing in Playa, and there wasn't a ton of new options out there, but where Tulum, there was all new options, all new developments, and I really liked kind of direction it was going. So the last year I came and lived down here for 4 months again, and like we were talking about before, my social media took off in those last 4 months.
Yeah.
So it kind of all was just building up to that, and then that was kind of my sign of hey, this is kind of it.
Totally.
This is the time to do it. And as much bad things as people say about Tulum, I think there's still a ton of opportunity here. So I was like, you know what? I'm going for it. I'm going to try it. And let's see where it happens.
Great. Well, we'll get into that in a little bit. Now you are living here in Tulum. How long ago did you move here now? For about a month ago?
Yeah, it's coming up on a month, about 3 weeks.
Okay.
I've been in town now.
And you know the area, you know Tulum. Tell me about the lifestyle. Tell me about, the people you meet here. Tell me about the girls you meet. Tell me about, living here, the gym, the groceries, all of that stuff.
Well, that's the thing with, I think people don't really realize that it's a lot different to live here than it is to just vacation here. Because when you're on vacation, you're going to the beach clubs, you're going to the beach every day. It looks like you're posting on Instagram.
Yeah.
But when you're actually living here, I don't want to downplay it at all because it still is amazing, but you still are living day-to-day normal life. Like you said, you're going to get groceries, you got to go pick up water, you're going to the gym, walking the dog, it's not like just this one constant vacation. But I personally like that because you get the mix of both, because you can still do that, get into a good routine, but then also on the weekends
do the fun stuff.
The week, you can get to the beach and hang out.
And ladies, listen up. This man is a bachelor. He is single and ready to mingle. So if you are looking for Mitch, he's available. Just had to throw that out there.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, great. So now you've moved here. Leaving Canada, how did that feel? Are you happy you left? Are you a little bittersweet? Are you like, I'm not too happy with the direction of the country? Tell me more about that.
Yeah. It was okay. So when I finally did this, right before I was about to drive down here, that was kind of when it did sink into me that wow, because I had multiple rental properties, and over the last couple of years I've sold them off. I just sold my last rental property, so basically now I'm I don't own anything in Canada, and I'm basically pretty much cutting ties. Obviously I still have bank accounts and some family and stuff there, but yeah, that was kind of a holy crap, I'm actually doing this moment. Yeah. So that was kind of scary, but now being here, being settled in, I'm it was the right move for sure. And yeah, I personally don't really love the way the direction of the country is going in Canada. There's a lot
and it's been happening for a while now. It's not just overnight. It's been several years, right? So
and it's kind of been building up to a place where a lot of people are unhappy. Even where I was living, Calgary in Alberta, they're talking about separating from the rest of the country. And it's just all this stuff, right? Immigration numbers are super high, and it's just not sustainable. That cost of living is through the roof. So
I know. I was just in Canada for the summer, and I was blown away by my credit card bill. Blown away. I got home. I'm like,
you're what?
Where? Huh? But yeah, I totally get it. I mean, this morning I went to get groceries. I have a little fruit stand by my house. Family owns it, and I spent $40, and I got 3 bags of fruit and potatoes and vegetables and rice and beans, just stuff that I cook every day.
And that's for your full family,
for a week. Family of 4. Oh, and my parents are visiting too, so we had them, and I'm this would have been easily $200 in Canada.
I would spend that easily on my own.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that was a big factor. And then just the lifestyle too down here is a big thing. I just feel personally physically better, mentally better, just more overall happy being down here. So all those things. And then obviously the business opportunities coming up. I think it all was just the perfect storm to be
yeah. Well,
now's the time.
Minus 30 or plus 30. I kind of know what the answer to that is, right? When it's January and it's freezing cold out and you have to go to the gym and get out of your apartment, and it's you're shaking, you have to walk your dog.
And the dog,
I don't want to go walk the dog. Yeah.
Even I'm calling my dad, we talk pretty much every day, and he's it's already, it rained yesterday. Yeah. Now we're getting snow, it's getting cold. I'm well, you know where you got to come.
Right. So now you live here full time. You've got your routine. Tell me about the real estate world that you're entering here. And obviously we work a lot together.
Yeah.
We get to go see all these properties and film them. What was I want to say, what was the moment where you're Tulum's real estate is incredible? When did that happen? When did you first see it and you're
honestly, pretty much right away, just seeing the architecture here and just how unique the properties are that you don't really see pretty much anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
And even from a marketing standpoint, me filming a property here, a villa or even a big condo project versus filming a regular family home in Calgary. It's just
That looks like every other home.
yeah, it's less like, yeah, you're just not as excited to do it. Where here, it's like you actually are excited to go film these properties because they're so cool.
Well, every time we walk in, every time I take you to a spot and you walk in, you're like, holy shit.
wow.
Like, is this even real? I
Yeah.
know. Even me, after 13 years, like sometimes I'll walk into a place that I've like just came listed or something. I'm like, people build this stuff here? Like even in Playa, right? I live in Playa, and it's a lot of buildings, and they're all scrunched up together, and they're all the same amenities. We have a rooftop pool, we have elevators, we have a kids area, and it's great. And a lot of people need that. A lot of people are looking for that. But in Tulum, it's like the battle of the architects. Like who can create the next crazy
The craziest
thing?
concept.
Yeah, whether it's
exactly.
a villa, whether it's a condo complex, like Chalet is one of the most incredible complexes I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Right? And like I remember when it was first launched and people were like, that's never gonna get built. There's no way. And now it's the best performing complex in all of Tulum.
Yeah.
Right? So that's great.
Yeah, and I think that's why people love Tulum so much is they come here and they get to experience these super unique stays that basically aren't that many other places in the world. So it's so unique and it has its own style and
it's got a vibe, right?
Yeah.
It's got its own identity.
well, when people say the Tulum style, people are actually calling it its own style, like you're kind of onto something.
Yeah, like there's restaurants in Canada and the US opening up that are Tulum inspired. Like not Playa
Exactly.
inspired, not Cabo inspired, Tulum inspired.
Tulum inspired.
So
yeah.
where do you think Tulum's going in the next 10, 20, 30 years based on like Cancun, Playa, and what you've seen?
I can see it continuing to grow. Like obviously they're putting in all these new shopping centers that are being built. Four new shopping centers. So that's to me right there. They're going to be putting in a new mall. And just the projects don't seem to be slowing down. Like there's new ones coming up each year. I just got reached out from another developer to market his new project. So I think that, and from what I've been seeing and talking to people too, it seems like it could be shifting into more of a place where people come and stay long term.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I met a guy down on the beach and he was at a sports bar and we were just watching the game and I was chatting with him. He was from the US and he's like, yeah, I just moved down here. Like, I'm going to try it out, like stay for a year. Where before that really wasn't the case.
No, it was all
like
short-term rental, short-term rental.
Short-term. So as the infrastructures come in and as it grows, I think we will start to see that. And that's good for some of these smaller units too, like the studios and one bedrooms that will start to get rented up better as more people come to live.
Yeah, I agree.
In my opinion, Adam.
Yeah.
I guess time will tell, but...
And I don't know if you noticed, but Tulum is like, it's a social media vortex. Like some people hate it with their every being. Yeah. And then other people are like, this is the greatest place on earth. It's crazy. Like you don't get that in Playa, you don't get that in Cancun, right? But in Tulum, people are just like, oh my God, this is amazing. I want to move here. When can I da. And other people are like, I'm never coming here again. This place is crazy. It's too expensive, right? When it comes to infrastructure, we talked a little about that. What does Tulum need right now, infrastructure-wise? Now that you live here, you feel it, you see it. What do you think it needs the most? What's most urgent?
Probably the roads, honestly. Just because some of these super cool projects, like for example, I was gonna rent out in Region 15 in a very nice project, and I decided against it solely because of the road, because I was like, I'm gonna have to drive my vehicle over this road every single day, and it's gonna get super annoying, and my vehicle's gonna get beat to crap, and it's like, no. So I ended up choosing a different project that was closer to the beach and a fully paved road, so I can drive on paved roads all the way there.
Yeah.
So that was like, I think that's a big pain point for a lot of people.
Agreed. And it's getting better. I mean, they're painting They're painting the roads. No, they're paving the roads every day. Even just driving up into the studio today, there's a brand new road getting paved around the corner. So that's all happening. Talk to me about the community of Tulum. Like you now live here full time and you obviously meet a lot of people. What are the people like in Tulum? Are they cool? Are they not? Are they weird? Are they Tuluminati? What are they?
I think you get, like, Tulum is pretty cool. And that's the thing, too. I haven't really put myself out as much as I should yet. Like, I know there's a big run club and all these different clubs that I haven't really went and joined yet, but I definitely do. But I think you get, like, such a diverse group of people here, which is pretty cool. You get to meet people from all over the world, and people who are into all different kinds of things, the yogis, the health and fitness guys, the ravers.
The ravers, yeah.
You get everything. So I think that's just super cool that you can, and get to socialize with all these different people and people who do a lot of business as well.
Well, there was a huge article that came out that said like that the tourism, the health and wellness tourism is going to be worth like $30 billion in the next 10 years. And I feel like Tulum, even though, yes, it has the party, on the flip side, it does have that well-being, that social aspect, that health and fitness aspect where people run clubs. We don't have a run club in Playa, right? We have a run club in Tulum. Cancun, definitely there's no run club
and
there.
Even some of the beachfront resorts are basically mostly focused on health and wellness. Like Amansala's like that, Lula's like that. Like they have... I went to Lula last weekend, and there was like people doing ice baths and yoga, and it was like a whole thing, and there was a whole group. So it's like that's what they're interested in, that's their thing, and they have a place to go and do all that, which is great.
Well, I'll give you a perfect example when it comes to real estate too. When people are buying a condo, right, and the best condos to buy in are the ones that are health and wellness oriented, like Mestiza. They have ice baths in the actual complex. Chalet has the best gym in Tulum, I think. And when it comes to a complex, Flora's got like, you could do TRX there, and you could do all these things. And same thing with Mystique, right? There's all these developments. So I think that's definitely the way to go if you are investing in a condo, is get it one of those health and wellness.
Yeah, because even for me, when I was looking for a condo here, I'm like, one of the big things was it having a good gym. Like I want a good gym, a good pool, either rooftop or something that like gets a lot of the sun for most of the day. So, and then something where you can just stay active, honestly. And I think that's the biggest why people move here, is they want to be active, they want to be healthy. Walk on the beach, whatever. So,
well, I will say this: I commend you on driving from Canada here. It's still the craziest story. When you first told me, I was like, I don't believe you. Is that you're like, yeah, I'm doing it, because it's not easy. How's it been adapting to Mexico in general? Like bills, Spanish, government stuff. Like, how's that been for you?
It's been good. Like, so I think where I have like a little bit of an advantage is because I've been coming to this area so much over the last so many years. I'm very used to everything that kind of goes on here and the processes, and sometimes certain things take a lot longer than they should, but they eventually get done, so I think I've kind of like become accounted to that stuff. But
you still are though. I'm still.
I know. I don't think you ever fully get used to it, but you learn to live with it. So but overall it's been pretty good. Like no real issues. Working on immigration right now. And eventually I'll be opening like the bank accounts and all that stuff. But no, it's been a pretty seamless transition. But I think, again, because I had been here so many times and we're used to the areas,
you got to say,
easier.
like, you got to be like open-minded. You got to be like, let go of the efficiency of North America where everything's on an app and everything's tappable and everything's instant and your groceries and this and that. Like things are slower. It's a slower pace of life here, right? We try to push it, because we come from North American backgrounds. We try to be like, come on, this needs to be done. But you just got to like let go and be like, it'll get done when it gets done.
Yeah, and even I remember last year I was here, and where I was staying, I was in Region 15, and the power was going out quite a bit. For 1 month there, it was going out quite frequently. I was like, holy crap. But then I was like, there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm like, I just got to roll with the punches. Either I go to an area that does have power and work, or I say, screw it, I'm going to take the day off and hang out by the pool or wait till, there's no sense getting all upset about it. Yeah, it's like.
And unfortunately, the North American mindset is like, I'm going to complain as soon as something doesn't happen instantly for me, right? When my food doesn't come to me quickly, when my Instacart doesn't show up, I'm going to write a complaint, or my Uber. Here, it's the opposite. Like, you are going to wait for your food. You are going to wait for your groceries to come, right? So,
and do we want to talk about, like, kind of the negative media that's been going on?
Yeah, let's do it, 100%. I think it's a very important point right now to talk about that. Before we get into it, let's talk about how do you feel safety-wise here? Like, do you feel safe, or did you get kidnapped already? And
Well, that's kind of why I brought this up, is because here's the thing, like, okay, maybe this was a bit extreme, but like I literally drove all through Mexico, down the coast, through multiple states, and there was never really a time where I was like, oh my God, like I'm in so much danger, right?
Yeah.
It was a beautiful drive, beautiful landscape. The only bad part was it took a long time to get here. It took a week.
did you start talking to your dog?
Yeah,
like,
it
is it
was
your
like-
best friend?
Pretty much, honestly. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, and most people, if you told them to do that, they'd be like, that's not even, I wouldn't even dream of that. And the people that come here, a lot of them, they're just going to an all-inclusive.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
they're-
They tell them, don't leave the resort.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you're getting here, you fly right into the airport, you get private transferred service to your resort.
Yeah.
You stay there and then you go home. And unfortunately, the media has made it seem like it's so dangerous that some people aren't even willing to do that. They're so scared of it, right? Where there's me, I'm literally driving by
through
myself. So I mean,
Talking to your dog.
I don't recommend doing that for everyone,
No.
but I mean, that's the thing, guys. If you're interested in coming to Mexico or Tulum, come experience it for yourself. Don't just think about what the media is saying
Yeah.
or what your parents are saying or what, Uncle Joe said.
Yeah.
Come experience it for yourself and then make a decision. Like, because I'm telling you, like, it's a beautiful country and I love
the
being here.
people are great. The culture is great. The cost of living is great. It's expensive if you go to the beach clubs every day.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But if you're like living everyday life, it's not. Like if you
Yeah.
go and get groceries, if you go get tacos, like it's very, very affordable compared to Canada.
Yeah, I got a haircut yesterday and it was like $25 Canadian. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
even less American.
That's expensive. My haircut's like 200 pesos, like $10.
Really?
Yeah.
At one point in Canada, I was paying $75 for a haircut.
That's insane.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, even though certain things may seem expensive here, if you go back to Canada, the US, it's probably double, maybe
yeah.
triple the price.
My cell phone bill's $25 here. In Canada, it was like $125.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, so let's talk about that. I think this would be a good point to finalize it on, is all of the negative publicity, especially from, I would say, the Mexican, Instagram, social media, about Tulum and the campaign that's been launched to destroy Tulum on social media. Give me your thoughts on that. And then I'll give you my thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Obviously, someone is funding that, or someone doesn't like what's happening here in Tulum, and they're trying to tarnish it in a negative light. But I think for people who are seeing this, I think they need to, again,
Experience it.
come here and see for yourself. Is this actually like when I went to Cancun last week, I had lunch at the marina at Puerto Cancun. And one of the waitresses, I told her I was living in Tulum, and she asked me, she's like, "Oh, it's like, is the rumors true? Like, is Tulum that bad?" I'm like, "No,
it's not.
It's obviously it's a slower season right now
Yeah.
because it's kind of the off season, but it's nothing like these videos are making it. Like, I seen one video, this guy was standing in front of Ilios, and like all the doors and stuff were down. It's like, well, yeah, because you could clearly see like the time of day. It was probably like noon. Like this place doesn't open until 5, so of course it's closed. Like,
But they use it in
but they use it-
propaganda.
yeah. So it's like, no, all I can say to that is like, come here. Don't listen to the media. Come find out for yourself. And hey, maybe it isn't going to be for you, but more than likely, I think it will be.
You know what's crazy is that if you do the exact same campaign in January, you're gonna look like an idiot because it's like the streets are packed, the restaurants are packed, the beaches
Even
are packed.
now, it's pretty busy.
Oh, I
Honestly,
know.
like going down to the beach zone is actually for this time of year.
Well-
I thought was pretty good.
If you pick September and October, which is notoriously known to be slow in the Mexican Caribbean beach towns, no matter the city, and then you just pinpoint, like you said, go at like 7 in the morning,
Certain times.
film a restaurant, be like,
Yeah.
it's closed. It's like, well, yeah, man, it's 7 a.m.
They don't open till 5
And it
p.m.
just rained yesterday, and people are starting school and Halloween, and give it a couple of months, give it till November, December, and you'll see it'll be packed again.
Yeah, you could tell it was a purposeful, like they were on purpose trying to make it look bad.
And
So
the
it's
comments, oh my goodness, the people just respond to that. I posted a reel about the seaweed in June, and I got almost 1 million views on it. And it was just like, oh, Tulum, this and that, yeah, and Mother Nature and seaweed, and oh, you guys are the worst. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then I went to the beach last week, October 26th. Crystal clear.
Yeah.
Not a single drop of seaweed.
And especially right now, like Jaguar Park side.
Yeah.
That side is like
Spectacular.
immaculate.
Yeah. So I do agree that, yes, there are certain policies that should be better, like, free access to the Jaguar Park. They shouldn't be charging people to go in. The minimum spends at beach clubs, they're removing that. 15 beach clubs came out and said, we're done.
Yeah.
And I do think that if they do lower their rents are high there. I know that they are.
Yeah.
But if they do lower their prices just a little bit, I think it'll be beneficial for not only them, but for the overall image, for Tulum, like the city, and for the visitors coming to see it.
Or even if they don't want to drop the prices, maybe do more promotions.
Promos.
Like, oh, hey,
Happy
2
hour.
for 1s,
Yeah.
happy hours, stuff like that to like make people feel like, okay, I'm getting a bit of a deal, or
Yeah.
I could come at certain times and I'm going to get a bit of a break on price.
Yeah, I agree. It's different because, like in Playa, the beaches are public. Anyone can go. You can just bring your towel and sit, and there's a beach club next to you. Is it the same quality as Tulum? Probably not.
No.
But it's still a nice that you can go there. So Tulum is kind of in a predicament where you have these super sexy beach clubs with like hot people going there
Yeah.
and music. So you don't really want like, I don't know, people just coming and blaring their music on the beach and putting a
Yeah.
towel down. So I do understand where they're coming from. I do understand where the people complaining are coming from. But ultimately, I think we just need to kind of put our heads together and enjoy what we have because like Tulum, like you said, it's an international brand now. Like people
Yeah.
love it. So anyways, guys, this is all the time we have today. Mitch drove from Canada. If you're looking to drive from Canada to reach out to him
Hit
on
me up,
Instagram,
I'll give you that.
the lowdown. My name is Lev. This is Living the Dream podcast, Everything Mexico. Mitch, thank you so much for being on the
Thank
show
you.
today. If you are looking to get Mitch to film your property, reach out to him. He will help you out as well. And keep doing what you're doing, man. Your content's on fire.
Appreciate it.
I love working with you. I think it's great to bring these properties to the world. And let's keep rocking it.
Let's do it.